So we are continuing with Iraab. I received a few questions privately, and people were finding this a little bit more confusing. But I want to take you back briefly to what we studied before we came this far. With this Iraab, because it's Iraab continued. You remember when we were starting about the number, and we said that all isim, the pronouns, adjectives, and nouns will be defined by four characteristics. One of them will be the gender, definiteness, number, and Iraab. But when we're talking about number, we talked about dual, we talked about singular, and plural. That this is how these words will always appear in terms of number. It will either be singular, either dual for two, or plural for more than two. So, if you haven't forgotten, you remember when we said that with dual, it will either be an or. An or aini. So I want you to ask yourself, why all? Why this and this to mean the same thing? Then for plural, if you still remember what happened, we said that for plural we shall be adding una. I think you remember una or ina. Something like this. Or ina. Now, for the simple, for the isim, that's not complicated. The simple masculine plural, from dual or plural. Now, when you see this all, this is where I wanted to attract or to get your attention. This drives us to the Iraab. You remember we talked about the cases. How will it appear in case 1? How will it appear in case 2? How will it appear in case 3? And we said that with Iraab, all isim will have 3 different faces. They will appear in 3 different faces. It can either be in case 1, it can either be in case 2, it can either be in case 3. And yesterday we had a chance to look at the simple masculine plural. We had a chance to look at the Iraab cases for the simple masculine Iraab chart. And now today we're going to look at the continuation of what we studied. Yesterday it was the simple Iraab chart. Now let us look at the complex. How would the complex chart look like? Okay, we shall just put here that case 1, case 2, case 3. This I hope you remember well. And here we shall have the singular, then you have the dual, then you have the plural. Now, complex, it means that the singular, we're not going to add una like we added, or ina like we saw during our look at the numbers. Complex ism will mean that the plural may be different. Actually, the plural will be different from the singular. There may not be any connection. There may not be any formula. So, we shall take an example of a word like, get some pen. Okay. We can choose, the word that we chose was walad. Walad. And I hope everybody now knows what walad means. But if this is the word walad, the one we are going to use, we said there is no way we are going to read it as walad. It will either be waladun, waladan, or waladin, because now we are advancing. When it comes to making statements, nobody will look at it and say walad. Walad shows you have not yet understood the basics. And we said that the word, it appears as walad, but there is no way you are going to read it as walad. Never. It will have three faces. It will either be waladun, waldan, or waladin. So now let's look at this one. The first case will be waladun. Second case will be waladan. Third case will be waladin. Okay, is that pretty easy? When you look at waladan, you'll know this is the word walad in case 2. When you see waladin, you'll see this is case 3. And it has a reason. We are going to see. It is even going to be easier if you master these charts. Now, for the plural. And here is when you are going to see this all. We shall get this word waladun, and we add to it what makes it duo. So the first case of duo is going to be waladan. Because we said if it is duo, we are going to add this or this. Okay, first case is waladan. Then second case is waladain. And third case is also going to be waladain. So you notice here that the second and third case are similar. That's why we said in duo it will be an or aini. So you see the first case will take an and the second case will take ain. So these are two different things, but I mean 3 different things, but almost imply, not almost, but exactly implying the same thing, but it's a different cases now. Okay. Now we are going to the plural. The plural of walad is awladan. Awladan. So, and this is how it is going to look like. Awladun. Awladun. You see this one. Okay? So awladun. Awladun. Dum. Dum. Awladun. You hear this one? When you look, there is nothing similar between walad and awladun. No connection. Awladun and waladun. So it shows you this is a complex noun. No easy pattern. Now, how are we going to get the second case? First case is awladun, then second case is going to be awladan. 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 You see how it looks like? Awladan. This is awladun. Second case is awladan. Then third case. Third case is going to be awladin. First case is awladun, awladan, awladin, awladin, awladin. So I think you can trace the difference. You can simply look at it. If you see this, you know, oh, this is third case of a complex isim. This is second case. Okay. We shall use the same example as we used last time. Now, let's get to another. We may have the word as kitab. Kitab meaning book. First case singular is going to be kitabun. Like here, waladun, you shall have kitabun. Then second case is going to be kitaban. Then third case is going to be kitabi. Then the duo is going to be kitaban, because we're adding an on kitab. We're adding an. Okay. Then second case is going to be kitabain. and also the third case is also going to be kitabain. Now, this is singular, dual, now plural. This is where the difference comes. This is where the difference comes. The plural for kitab is kutub. Kutub. So now the first case of kutub is going to be kutubun. Kutubun. Okay. Then the second case is going to be kutuban. And the third case is going to be kutubin. So when you look at, now this is for male masculine complex isim or complex nouns. I think you can now look at how the pattern is. If you look at this is kitab, we are not going to say kitabun, no, but it's okay. There are many other examples, but the examples, as you'll notice, do not in any way tally, do not in any way conform to what we have been used to with the plural, where we said we are going to be adding un or in. No, in or un. No. This is a bit different because this was for simple. Now this is complex. You look at the boy, the plural for the word boy. One boy is called walad, but if there are many, they are awlad. Now in this case of case of Iraab, you don't say awlad, but you say awladun, awladan, awladin. You understand? So there are many. These are three faces, three ways of saying the same thing. Awlad, okay? Awladun, awladan, awladin. So I think you have followed this one. This is kitab. Now look at kitab. One book is called kitab. If there are many, kutub, kutub, kutub. But we cannot write it as kutub. We cannot read it as kutub. We shall say kutubun, kutubun, kutubun. Something like when you say kutubun, there is an elongated sound, but it's kutubun, and someone will understand, regardless of how you say it. But he will know you. This is what you're talking about. It's a kutubun, or kutuban, or kutubin, and so many other examples as we shall go along. But now, this is where I want your attention. That go back and look at the simple masculine plural. After looking at it, look at the dual, then look at the complex. Complex. The dual of the complex and the dual of the simple masculine plural. I mean, they will not differ a lot. They will not differ a lot. But now the plural is where you could even center some more attention. That you need to look at the things and make sure you understand them well. Thank you so much.